Okay, guys, here we go. So, for the past 2 years, I've been obsessed with candle making. And it was not until April last year when I decided to actually launch my business, A1 Rituals by FHARAS, which soon enough became A1 Rituals Candles Co. And I want to pause here and I want to share real quick with you guys how this all started. And it was after a hard pregnancy of my little Margot, which is now 21 months old, and a lonely postpartum. And lonely not because I was alone, but because I was forced to stay indoors with the baby, that at some point I almost had a breakdown and I actually needed a break and decided that it would be good for me to just, step out of the house for a few hours and get distracted on something else, put my mind into something else. And so I went and took a candle course. And I have to say, you guys, this has been one of the best things that I've ever done for myself, and I have to say even for my family, because this not only helped me, it it gave my family also a break from all my crankiness and moodiness and hormones all over the place back in that time. So yeah, soon enough I was just learning about candles, learning about different type of waxes, wicks, fragrance oil, mixing and making candles, and also giving candle away to people, and people were liking it. So with the help of the relative that I had at that time around me, and of course my hubby, I embarked in the idea of launching a candle business. Now, because this is something that I am so passionate about, and this business has so much potential. I felt like I needed to share my experience with the people out there. But not only because of that, but also because in my journey, I have encountered that there is some lack of leadership in this industry willing to share their experiences and the tips for others to succeed when embarking in that experience as well. So I want to be clear that when I first started, I'm the type of person, let's start from there. I'm the type of person that like to do research. When I have something in front of me, I just don't go and do it. I like to step back, analyze, and do a research and apply the 5 W's. So who, what, when, where, and how. So that's what I did when I took my first candle course, right? I took all the information they gave me at the course, which was pretty basic. And then I went back home with all this information and sat and did my homework, did my research about the industry. And lucky enough, with a business background, I was able to put all the things together and came up with the idea that, oops, I can make this a business. I can actually do this. And then I just started. So it was hard doing that research because I didn't find too many Canadians leaders willing to share their experiences in the candle making industry. Yes, there are so many others that are doing this in the States, and most of the leaders or entrepreneurs that I follow come from the States that do share everything, and they are willing to go one on one free of charges with you and help you in your journey. But the States is the States and Canada is Canada. So when it comes to suppliers, when it comes to raw materials, when it comes to pricing, when it comes to insurance, what you actually need is the information that is local. And yes, there are very few people that are actually giving away this information, but not that many. And when you go and do a simple Google search, it is not easy to find the appropriate answer that you're looking for, right? So when it comes to suppliers, there are so many good suppliers in Canada for the candle business. but you don't find that real quick. It takes time to discover them, because what you're prompted when you do a search, it's with the people that are around locally. So for example, I'm based in Ontario, and I would come with the ones that are paying for ads on Google. So I was limited to those suppliers. But soon enough, and I feel like I'm saying soon enough very much, but bear with me because this is my first video and I really want to do this and I really want to share my experience with you guys. But yes, soon enough, I started discovering others like in Quebec, in Montreal, the BC, and yes, like there are so many good um, suppliers out there here in Canada. And the same, there are so many candle makers, and there are so many people buying candles. I didn't even know. You guys don't have an idea how big this industry is. There are so many people that love candles. I mean, there is enough for everybody to take a piece of the pie and leave some other pieces for the ones that are coming later on. Like this is it's ridiculous. And also not only that, but how lucrative it is when you do the right thing. But for doing the right thing, we don't know at all. We need what? We need guidance, we need leadership, we need people that help us out there. And there are many candle courses around, but they do go straight to the basics. How to make a simple candle, how to add simple fragrance oil, not necessarily which are the best qualities, which is the best wax that you're going to be using, depending on what is it that you want to achieve, what type of candles you want to make, who are these suppliers, how to price your products, and so on. So, yes, it is my intention to post weekly my experience in how to start a candle business in Canada, and also share what I think are great tips that would be helpful, such as like how do I get registered, what type of company do I need to start with, do I need insurance or not, where do I start selling, how do I reach people to broadcast my products. So those type of things are the ones that I have been collecting in the past 2 years as good memories and experiences that I want to share with you guys. And you can expect from me sharing from my formulas, from my waxes, from my everything. I am going to be bringing here and put it on the table for those that are willing to put the work, because it is a hard journey. It is very hard, but it's possible, it's doable, it's fulfilling, and it's very profitable. So I am going to leave this here. Expect more videos for me. I think the next video that I'm going to be posting is actually about where I make my candles, and what products, what materials I use, where do I get them from, and so on. So yes, if this is something that interests you, starting a candle business or starting any type of small craft business here in Canada during 2026, then I'm going to suggest that you stick around and wait for the upcoming videos and see if this is going to be something that suits you. I am sure that you will get a few tips that are going to serve you, because I am going to put it all out there. And yes, in the hopes of creating a great community and finding other people that would want to join me in sharing their experiences creating a successful small business here in Canada. So yes, my name is FHARAS, and I am the founder and owner of A1 Rituals Candles Co. This is, like I said, a small candle business based in Ontario, Canada. And in this channel, I am planning on talking about everything from how to start a business in Canada, and of course, the most exciting part, the beautiful process of candle making. So please join me, and you know what? Let's make some candles. Or even better, we can help you start your own candle business. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, guys, just before I go, I felt prompted to come real quick and give you guys a disclaimer or share a disclaimer. And I learned this from Alan from Earthglow Candles. You want to follow him. He is amazing. He's one of my mentors from the States. So yes, my disclaimer is, you guys, I do not consider myself any type of guru, expert, or candle making leader. So I am just a woman standing here in front of you, trying not only to sell my candles, but also to share my experience in this candle making industry and world. So please do not quote me on anything that I say. You want to embark in your own learning journey as you take the information that I may give you that you think it serves you, and then you have to go and do your research. This is a process of a lot of trial and error, and in order for you to find what actually suits you, you need to go and do your research and try your own things by yourself. So whatever I give you from my perspective is not necessarily going to suit you. So like I said, I really recommend that you guys embark in your research and enjoy the process, and go find other people that are sharing their experiences in their candle making. So with that said, I am also going to be leaving all my information in the description box below. And I also want to recommend that you guys subscribe, share, like. It only helps the community to grow, and that's what we're here for. And yes, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.